There's not a lot of signals here. Pretty clean ground. But I thought I'd throw in something a little bit different here. I thought maybe I'd do like a little vlog here about metal detecting while I'm not getting very many signals. Was thinking about permission lately and how hard it is to get permission on good news sites. And I was thinking, when somebody's metal detecting and they're trying to find a good spot for detecting a new spot, you always think about knocking on doors and asking for permission. But you know what? I was thinking, what's really in it for the landowner if you do something like that? All the benefit is going to the detectorist, really. You get to have fun enjoying your hobby. You always have the potential for finding good stuff. I mean, if you didn't think there was anything good there, you wouldn't really be knocking on the door and asking permission. So there's not really anything in it for the landowner. So in my job, I work in home health, so I'm out all the time, daily, multiple times a day, at people's houses. Thought I had a signal there, but no, falsing. One time, I'll tell you what happened one time. I was at a patient's house, older gentleman. There was a knock at the door. The gentleman that lived there got up, let him in. The man at the door introduced himself. He said, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so, I'm blah, blah, blah. And I had heard that you had some fig trees in your yard." And the man, said, "Yes, sir, I sure do." The man at the door said, "I was wondering what you would charge me to fill up a bucket of figs." And the gentleman that I was there seeing said, "Oh, nothing, go ahead and help yourself." So the man at the door, told him he appreciated it and thanked him and went out and proceeded to fill up a bucket with figs. So that got me thinking, what if, is that a signal? What if we as detectorists tried that and just kind of, knock on the door, introduce yourself, "Hey, I'm blah, 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 and I was admiring your home here. It's beautiful. I was just wondering how old it was. Blah, blah, blah." And then just, I have a hobby of metal detecting, and I like just looking for old coins or trinkets or whatnot or relics. And I was just wondering what you might charge me to look around your yard here. And I kind of think that the response might be typical of what happened when the man asked if he could fill up a bucket of figs. And of course it depends on where you are, what part of the country. If you're in city, if you're in a rural or an urban area, of course you're probably going to get different responses. But I just wonder, what the response would be if the landowner would say, "Oh, don't worry about it, go ahead, help yourself." Or, "Well, I'll let you detect for a little while for $10. Or whatnot. I mean, would that be worth it to y'all? Would you metal detect a new spot and pay somebody $10 to do it, or $10 an hour? Or, I mean, I'm just thinking, there's nothing in it for the landowner, and maybe this way, if you at least gave the landowner the opportunity to make a little bit of money from it, or would they even accept money? Would the landowner just say, "Nah, just go ahead, enjoy yourself," or "Nah, I'm not going to take nothing for that, just go ahead"? Or they might just say, "I'd rather you didn't." At least you're offering the landowner something in exchange for you getting to metal detect the property. Because when you think about it, other hobbies, a lot of hobbies are pay to play. Golf, bowling, hunting. A lot of times with hunting, you have to pay hunting club membership dues. Just think about all the other hobbies that you have to pay in order to enjoy your hobby. But with metal detecting, there's not really that. You buy the equipment, you got your batteries, but otherwise we're not really used to, is that a signal? We're not really used to paying in order to metal detect. But maybe if we were, there's nothing there. Maybe if we were, it might open the doors to other permissions. And you know, the landowner might not even accept any money, but just the fact that you're offering something might open the doors for some new permission spots. But anyway, leave a comment below if you don't mind. Would you be willing to pay to metal detect at the property that you think might have some excellent potential? I mean, I probably wouldn't pay to metal detect a modern home, but if it was an old home, I mean, why not? Why not pay 15, 20 bucks for a few hours to metal detect? I would do it. Or what if you had a group of friends and everybody pitched in 10 bucks to give to a landowner to metal detect for the day? Anyway, just some ideas, just some thoughts, just some rambling musings while I'm out here not getting any signals at all. I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. I'm not getting anything out here. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe, tell your neighbors, tell your kids, and appreciate you watching.